And Tristan, was there a moment for you that you said, what we're building isn't serving us? And how early did that come? And how much do you sense that others have hit that moment versus that moment has yet to hit?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting when you're inside of a system where you have thousands of people who go to work around you doing a particular thing, and then one day you wake up and you kind of look around and you give things a weird look and you say, is this right? Everyone else is doing it. Everyone else seems to think it's okay. And yet I sort of felt basically back in 2012 or 13 that there was a problem. And I felt really insecure about it because I thought if there was a problem, surely one of these other thousands of smart Google's filled with smart people, right? There's like PhDs and super smart people work there. Surely someone would have spotted this if there was a problem. And what I found out was, and also I thought, if they'd spotted the problem, surely someone else, it was their job to work on it, right? And then I basically realized, I made this presentation. I was feeling really insecure and kind of afraid. And I made a presentation saying, hey, I think that technology that we're building is creating a public health crisis around loneliness and addiction. And it's shaping the next generation because people check their phones 150 times a day. There's about 2.2 billion people who use Facebook, by the way. That's about the number of followers of Christianity. 1.9 billion people use YouTube. That's about the number of followers of Islam. So if you just think of the surface area from the moment you wake up and do this, you undo your alarm, you're like jacked in because thoughts start streaming into your head that you didn't even choose. And so when you just recognize how much influence that is, I thought that it was someone else's job at Google to ask that question. And I made this presentation saying, hey, maybe there's a problem here and we should solve it. I sent it to 10 people for feedback, this little presentation. It was a slide deck. And I found out that it spread virally to 5,000 people, 10,000 people at Google the next day. And so it spread throughout the whole company. And I felt like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired. And I thought that this was going to be the end of everything. But actually, people's response was really positive because they agreed that there was a problem. And it was really weird that you could be in a situation where everyone would kind of agree that there was a problem, even though no one had been doing anything about it. And so that's the message that I have for you is sometimes there's a really important job to be done. And you might think, oh, that someone else is going to solve that problem. But what if you're the one that needs to solve that problem?